And we begin this new with breaking news. 2 men and a woman killed in a crash with an Amtrak train. The train slammed into a vehicle on the tracks in Mansfield early this morning. All of those killed were in the vehicle. I'm Kate Merrill. Thanks for joining us this noon. It's unclear where it got onto the tracks or why it was even there. This crash happened just after midnight at Otis and Gilbert Streets in Mansfield. It is a remote area along the tracks. The train derailed. Passengers were stranded for hours as investigators worked through that accident scene. A live picture now from Sky Eye as the train is being brought into Boston. And we've just learned some new information as well. Jim Smith is live in Mansfield. He's been following this since early this morning. Jim?
Kate, the big question remains this afternoon, exactly how was that vehicle able to get on those railroad tracks here in Mansfield? And now we've learned that the point of impact was up to a mile from where this train was finally able to stop.
No mistaken. In fact, the people next door heard it too.
Stephanie Motyl has lived across the street from the railroad tracks for more than 50 years. So when an Amtrak train in Mansfield collided with an SUV on the tracks, she knew right away something was wrong. She heard a loud boom and saw a puff of smoke.
We heard the train go by and then a bang. And my daughter said, "Hey, the train hit something." And then she looked out my window and her window. We saw a puff of smoke so she called the 911 to tell her the train had hit something.
The train with 180 passengers on board originated in Washington, D.C. and was headed for Boston, traveling at about 125 miles an hour. Nobody on board was hurt, but the vehicle was crushed beneath the train and the 3 people inside were killed. The SUV dragged nearly 1 mile.
The scene is quite large. We haven't measured it. I quite frankly don't know the distance, but my members are reporting hiking in at least 3/4 of a mile to the location.
Less than an hour ago, the crippled train was finally removed. Amtrak service between Boston and Providence was halted for some of the morning rush, but right after 7 a.m. the line was clear again. The damaged section of the train moved aside. Now comes the investigation into how this happened.
There are multiple locations that the vehicle could have gained access to the tracks, so we're trying to, again, figure out exactly which one of those locations is where they came in on.
And for now, the names of those 3 victims not being released. As we speak, investigators with the Federal Railroad Administration are helping to look into the cause of all of this. Live in Mansfield, Jim Smith, WBZ News. Kate, back to you.
All right, Jim, thank you.